Brought a selection of silver and silver-plated goods to take a look at the construction of some of them and also the way how they wear, some patterns of wear and of tarnish. Starting with the oldest piece, this is a creamer made in Philadelphia by Williams Hollingshead around 1770. This is American coin silver. And it tarnishes. If you're lucky enough to find a piece like this in the marketplace, you'll find this very, very dark, almost black tarnish. And that's what you're looking for in a piece, an 18th century piece of American silver. Very traditional piece, again, made in Philadelphia in the 1770s. A little while later, the coin silver was made quite thin, and you find a lot of flatware, sugar shells, tablespoons, and teaspoons. These don't come up very often made in the South, but a lot of them are made in New England. The sugar shell is very, very thin and has little monetary value, but they are collectible because of makers. Sometimes they're made hollowware. Lincoln and Foss made this butter dish, beautiful butter dish, made about in 1840 in the Boston area. So almost all of sterling silver is marked sterling. This is a asparagus server made by Tiffany in the King's pattern. And these pieces are marked Tiffany sterling, and so you know when you have a sterling piece because they're oftentimes marked, as opposed to the coin silver that is oftentimes not marked. If you didn't have the money to afford silver, you could go to a plated ware. The first plated wares were made around the middle of the 18th century in London, in England, in Birmingham, and they're called Sheffield plate. These are Sheffield plated goods. This is actually a sheet of copper with a piece of silver that is added onto it. And it's constructed very much by hand, very much like this piece here. And you get the look of silver, but not the cost of it. Sheffield plate has a good market value, very, very collectible, and you can tell it by the copper showing through in some of these places, especially on the high points. In the 1860s, the electric battery was perfected. This allowed electroplating to occur. This piece, dating from around the 1900s, has the kind of marks that one often sees in electroplating. These 4 marks seems to indicate that it's sterling, but it's actually used to deceive. So these electroplated goods sometimes are quadruple plated or marked quadruple or triple plated, and they came in all sorts of sizes and shapes, and including restaurant ware as well. All of these pieces have some value, some more than others, and they all look the same. So it's important to kind of take a look at the construction and the way how they tarnish to get to know what is silver, what is Sheffield plate, and what is American colonial silver.